Members of the Rastafarian community in Westmoreland protested what they deemed an injustice and a fight against their use of marijuana. Attorney at law for the Rastafarian and Grassroots Ganja Association, RAGA, elaborates, though this current case has been dismissed, that injustice towards the community must end. Adrian Williams reports.
While many smoke for pleasure or just pastime, Rastafarians use marijuana for religious purposes, saying this holy herb gives them a meditative and a closer connection to the divine. It's why attorney at law for Rastafarian Grassroots Ganja Association, RAGA, Marcus Goff, is lamenting over what he calls injustice from the police force over their sacramental practice.
Unfortunately, we're still here for hours after court finished this morning. The case was thrown out because, of course, the Rastafari community came out in numbers to show that the brethren and sisters who were charged were merely possessing the herbs in a context of Rastafari sacramental rights. But we're still here waiting because the police apparently has to come personally. The one who didn't even bother to show up in court this morning. We're here waiting on him now to get the herb released. And so we still have our sacrament under lock and key behind jail cell with police for rights. Totally unacceptable.
This is Ras Balke, who was recently freed of charges when his case was thrown out at the Savlamar Parish Court. He was remanded on May 27 of this year for allegedly being in illegal possession of 76 pounds of marijuana.
So what happened is I was being bombarded by more than 20 police at my yard. Them said them looking for gun, so I left them to do their routine. Upon their routine, they find my sacrament. I'd make it clear that this was my sacrament. Them say I must go to the court and tell the judge. So them lock me up, incarcerate the herb, incarcerate all the equipment.
Co-founder for RAGA, Kamau Janaya, says there has been a breakdown between their community and the security forces.
So now we're calling for even an urgent meeting with the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Kevin Blake, because the former Commissioner of Police, Mr. Anderson, had good dialogue with us. We could go to him and speak to him directly, but we find that there's been like a breakdown in communication. Ganja advocate Ras Ayavi says he has been advocating against unfair treatment towards Rastafarians since 1987 and is calling on the government to curb what he calls harassment.
This is a waste of time to I as Rastafarian. We are calling on not just the Minister of Justice or the Minister of National Security, but the government on a whole, because this has been going on too long. It's over 10 years since the amendment was made in 2015. Why did that I as Rastafari continue to be experiencing harassment from the security forces? It's time for all of these things to stop. We don't want the time come that we have to take the streets and lock down Jamaica, because if that time comes, we will do it.
Adrian Williams reporting for CVM News.